If you have a question, or want to participate, please raise the hand feature button and wait to be acknowledged. In the Middle East, we avoid discussing sensitive topics such as sex, religion, and politics. So we kindly ask to refrain from these topics. 5. This meeting may be recorded, or screenshots may be featured for social media and promotional use. By attending, you consent to being included. So, if you have any concern, feel free to inform the Zoom master privately. Just as each of us carries a personal mission to reach our goals, Toastmaster and District 127 are guided by their own mission. As for District 127, we say we build new clubs and support clubs to achieving excellence. As for Toastmaster International, the mission is we empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. And now, without further delay, let us welcome our fantastic EMCE for tonight. She is Toastmaster Shita Shoka Lingham. Hopefully, I said it good. She is a member for over 2 years, added to being an academic counselor at a teacher training center in Dubai Knowledge Village. Recent business and digital marketing graduate, a part of being an ardent Toastmaster and sports and media enthusiast for who animals, especially dogs and puppies and children, mean the world. And teacher for 4 years. Let us welcome Toastmaster Shweta. The mic is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Sergeant Thomas, for the lovely introduction. Good evening, leaders and future leaders, and a special good evening to our dignitaries as well. Planning. In everything in life, planning, be it pre-planning or post-planning, is important. Similarly, in a Toastmaster setting, it is the contest season that is around the corner. So in order for the contest, be it at any levels, be it the club, area, division, or the district in itself, a proper planning and execution is of utmost importance to tackle the obstacles and overcome hurdles and bottlenecks. For the same, today's meeting is arranged. Without any further delay, I would like to now call upon distinguished Toastmaster Sujal CV, our district director for the District 127, for his opening address. Over to you.
Ah,
Hi, DTM Sujil, are you there?
ah, hmm.
I think DTM Sujil is not,
Actually, he's driving, so maybe not able to
maybe.
unmute. So let's,
No worries.
yeah, carry on.
Toastmaster Shweta, you can continue.
Thank you, DTM Shakeel, for the confirmation. Now I would like to call upon DTM Shakeel Anwar Chaudhry, our District PQD, Program Quality Director, for his education session on conducting the sessions and contests smoothly. DTM Shakeel is a four-time Toastmasters International DTM who has been a Toastmaster since 2015. He currently serves as our District Program Quality Director. As a Pathways Guides, he has been a key role player in rolling out the Pathways education program that today remains at its top global top quality. DTM Shakeel believes in self love, lifelong learning, humility, generosity, and universal tolerance, and is deeply committed to building meaningful human connections. Over to you, DTM.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Sweta. Really appreciate for the introduction and really excited for everyone joining this training today or the workshop or just the discussion, I would say. So first thing first, I would ask everyone to comment anyone who is attending or will be experiencing first time any contest in your Toastmaster journey. Just say one, or any experienced Toastmaster who would be conducting or experiencing club contest or area contest or division contest more than one time. Just say thumbs up in the in the comment box. Can I get the comments quick fast? Great. Okay. A lot many experienced members are there. Yes, keep going, keep going. Great, 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 great. Okay, nice. Okay, so almost 50-50. We have new members who will be experiencing this contest for the first time, and some are experienced members as well. So this training is for everyone, for someone who is going to experience this for the very first time, or someone who is going to experience it for more than one time. Of course, it will serve as the refresher. So while the PowerPoint I'm going to share in a while the PowerPoint is going to be shared, I will just say one thing, that there's a very famous quote. Of course, we all know that if we fail to plan, we are planning to fail, right? So why it is important to plan ahead any contest or event, especially for the contest in the club area and the divisions, is really important for two things, in my personal opinion. One is for the smooth conduct of the contest. If we plan ahead, we manage everything in a way that the contest goes through very smoothly. Another thing is that we provide a fair and transparent experience for all of the contestants and attendees equally, while also creating some roles for the members to experience, including chief judge, judges, contest chairs, and other roles, timers, and ballot counters. So we will talk about that. I think there's some technical issue. The PowerPoint is still not there. Let me see what is going on. Uh, okay, it's there now. So yeah, so the first thing first, planning ahead. Next slide. Okay. Now, the very first thing for the planning is arranging the venue. Without venue, there is almost no contest, whether you are conducting a contest online or in person. But of course, majority of the clubs and area and division, I assume, will be conducting in-person contest. So the venue is utmost important. There are a couple of things to look for while reserving the venue. Should be suitable for the contestants, and it should have a available date and time for the day you want to conduct. So this is really important. That's why you went ahead and reserved the venue ahead of time. Also, equally important to make sure that audio and video facilities are available at the premises. For if any contestant would want to use any PowerPoints as the prop, so this should be available for them. And if you're planning on using the public library, as most of us do that in Dubai or in our part of the world, maybe you might want to plan it well ahead, because it takes a couple of weeks or maybe days before you get the venue at a public library within the UAE or Dubai. So you might want to access that. And also, if you're planning to do it on your regular club contest, on your regular venue, so you might want to check with the venue management whether they have all the facilities available and they can manage the number of participants and attendees during your contest. Another very important part is to read the current contest rule book 2025-2026. Every year, this rule book is updated. This year is already published and available in the Toastmasters website. We have also shared this rule book by our program quality team as the contest kit. I'll talk more about it in a while, but this is really important for all of the participants, contestants, attendees, judges, chief judges, role players to thoroughly go through this rule book. It will really help you understand the processes and the rules around the contest, each contest. Now, another thing is, okay, before I proceed to the open house part, I'd like to ask everyone to raise your hand if you've already read the contest rule book 2025-2026. Just send the thumbs up emoji in the comment section, or use a thumbs up. Okay, distinguished Toastmaster Silja has already read. Only 1% out of 60. Okay, Nimisha Menon also have read that. I'd like more people to affirm. Nice. Okay, now I'm seeing some movement there. Okay, Shadley Patrick has not read it yet. Okay, still you have enough time. Maybe you can download it today. We just shared the contest kit in a minute before. I will take all the questions maybe in a while. So let's discuss all the preparation, Toastmaster Sujata, and we'll definitely take the questions after this segment is finished. Thank you. Appreciate your time. So we have already shared this kit in the comment section. If you have not read the rule book, maybe you can download it from there and go through it whenever you have available time. It'll take 20-25 minutes for you to thoroughly go through the book. Now, one really important part that I'd like to recommend for all of the club contests, that you can convert your club contest into an open house. All of us already know what is an open house. But the perk is that if you gain 5 members within the first 15 days of your contest open house, the district will provide $50 for this conversion of the 5 guests into the member. So this is really exciting for all of you, and of course, it creates a really great environment for the guests to be converted into the member. You're already putting up a really elevated event. Might as well use it for the open house as well. If you need any support, definitely our club growth district director, distinguished Toastmaster Soumya, and our district leaders, our PQ team, and other district leaders are available for you if you would like to convert your club contest into an open house. Now, some other things that, of course, you should be arranging during the planning of the contest is asking the role players. If you've already confirmed then reconfirm these role players. Some of the role players are contest chair. Another one is contest master. Many a times people don't understand what contest masters is. I'll elaborate in a while. And then, of course, you'll have to also arrange chief judge and minimum 5 voting judges for the club and area, or 7 for the division. If you can arrange more the merrier. And of course, additional 1 judge as a tiebreaker judge, and it remain anonymous. Only the chief judge would know who is the tiebreaker judge. Now, let me talk about a little bit of the contest master. What is the contest master? So, contest master, if required, I mention, is someone, a role player who will conduct or organize the complete contest event, including the open house or without the open house, arranging all the role plays, arranging all the stationery materials, venue, and everything. Why this role is there? Maybe some people have a high performance leadership project within their pathways, or some members might want to attempt distinguished Toastmasters project, DTM project. So you might want to opt for the contest manager in order to get the credit of these particular 2 projects, which is high performance leadership or distinguished Toastmaster project. Okay, now let's talk about when we are closer to the contest, what should we do? Again, we need to ask for the volunteers or reconfirm if you already have. One for especially for the evaluation segment is really contest is really important. It is called patron speaker. Often a time we say target speaker or we say the mystery speaker, but the right word is patron speaker for the evaluation speech, where the person would come and deliver a speech for the evaluator contestants. And then we need at least 2 timers for each category of the contest. We need at least 3 ballet counters for each category of the contest, and at least 2 sergeant-at-arms supervised by 1 chief sergeant-at-arms. So these are the role plays initially that are required, some of the role plays, and some more. I will talk a little more about that. Now let's go ahead and talk about the next part of the arrangements, which are very important. Order trophies. You want to acknowledge the winners, right? Also, it's really crucial and important to arrange a timing device, any electronic device, if you may, as well as the timing cue cards as the backup. So it's really important that you should have both in place during the contest. In case the timing machine or device is not working, immediately the timer can use the timer cue cards. So this is the recommended. However, you want to plan, if you want to have 2 different sets of timer cards, it's absolutely fine, but there should be a backup plan there as well. Now, stationery. In terms of stationery, of course, you would like to have folders, pens, papers. So folders for the judges, if there's no such thing that they can write on, so they need a cardboard or something to write on, and pens and papers and other stationery stuff that you think is required for the particular contest that you're conducting. Then, of course, print all of the contest forms. As I mentioned, that we just shared the contest kit again in the contest in the comment box, as well as we previously shared in all of the district groups as well. So you can download these forms from there if you have not accessed, although these are already available in Toastmaster International website. Okay, so the ballots, timer sheets, tally sheets, tiebreaker judges ballot, participation certificates, if you know all the functionaries, role plays, and the contestants, of course. Then you can go ahead and also print the bio forms of contestants, which include their title of the speech and other details, and the eligibility form for the judges and the contestants, and request to have them filled out and signed with the date of the contest and sent to the contest chair well ahead of time. It will definitely save you a lot of time. Now, we just shared in the comment section the list of required documents and other things. So you can still go ahead and review that later on. Now, let me talk about what other things are required closer to the contest. Next slide, please. Okay. Okay. You need to create an extra folder as well. I'll talk about a little bit about that, but of course, we've already shared the contest kit. I talked about that. Now, closer to the contest, confirm winners from the previous levels if you're conducting area and division contests. It's really important that you confirm the winners from the previous level. Okay. And then ensure winners are eligible for the contest. How you can do that? You can always go back and as the club officer, you have the access as the eligibility checker within the club central or district central. You can go ahead and check the eligibility of the winners there or the participants there. So this is something really important. We have experienced in the past that some contestants were not eligible somehow, and they were not aware of the scenario, and they went ahead and participated in. So you might want to eliminate that experience for the contestants as well as other members. So this is something really important, and the responsibility lies with the club leadership, area leadership, or the division leadership. So please make sure to check the eligibility checker. Now, create contest program or agenda. This is something really important. Most of the time, this is not shared in my experience. So this is something important to also share an electronic copy to the MC, contest chairs, and chief judge well ahead of time, and ask them if they want to make any changes or any recommendation, or they approve the agenda. Then send reminder to all of the contestants and functionaries about the date and the venue. Share the parking details, other details, so they can reach the venue in time. Send a notice of contest to club area and other members if applicable, if you'd like to invite any other dignitaries. Then request for the volunteers if functionaries or the role players are still not filled yet. And of course, last but not the least, probably the most important part for me is arranging the food. If you would like to arrange the food, or if appropriate, you can do that as well. Yes, Toastmaster Sahara, that's right. Okay, so now let's talk about what are other preparations. So I talked about to make some prints. So also print this agenda that you've sent electronically already. Now create two different folders, physical folders. This is really important. Why? One is for the contest chairs for each category, and other folder would be for the chief judge for each category. So what consists of these folders? Already shown in the screen, but I'll quickly go through. Okay, before I go through, anyone, okay, no, since it's already there, so maybe we can ask a question later on. One very important thing that should consist in the folder for the contest chair is to complete its certification of participation of the contestants or the speakers. It's really important that the contest chair has these certificate. So after the contest chair can hand over these participation certificate to the speakers or the contestants. And the eligibility form of the contestants already should be signed by the contestant and handed over to contest chair. And then completed the patron speaker bios. It's really important. Most of the time I see that this is also missed. So there's a patron speaker bio, which is the evaluator. During the evaluator, we use this speaker. Usually we refer that to as a mystery speaker or the target speaker, but this is a patron speaker bio. So you might want to use it because you want to have the speech title and other details from this particular speaker and hand it over to the contest chair. So while they can announce using this form. And of course, cards and number to draw for the speaker order, or maybe nowadays we can use the online randomizer. So you can use the online randomizer. It will really save a lot of time. If you need more details, we can always connect later on after this session, and we can share the details how you can conduct it online, draw of lots. Then, of course, briefing scripts and agenda. We have shared this briefing script and agenda sample already in the contest kit that is already shared with you guys. Now, in the judges folder, which you see on the right hand side, what should be this folder should have? It should have the judges eligibility form and the ballot of judges of the each category. It's really important for the each category. Then, of course, the certification of the judges as well. So the chief judge can hand over to the judges privately. Also, two prints of tiebreaker judges for the chief judge. So chief judge can, in confidentiality, hand it over to the tiebreaker judge. Because the tiebreaker judge, apart from chief judge, no one knows who's the tiebreaker judge. Of course. And then, of course, briefing script and agenda, which is already on the forms, and completed certificate of appreciation for the judges, I just mentioned, timer sheets, ballot counter sheets, and notification of the winner sheet and result forms. So these are really important documents to be printed ahead in time, kept in a folder, and handed over to the chief judge, for chief judge can smoothly conduct their role as the chief judge. So, all these materials are kept in the contest kit that we have already shared. Okay, now let's talk about on the day of the contest. So on the day of the contest, first thing is, of course, arrive early and to arrange the venue. So make sure everything is established, everything is set. If there's anything, if you need to adjust anything, and also check the audio and video is working condition, the things are in place. One more important thing is to also check whether you have already set the food and drinks if needed, and set out the trophies and banners if needed. Set out programs and agenda. Also, maybe for all of the attendees on the chairs, or if there's desks, so you can set out the prints of the agenda there. Now check if the contestant and function is as they arrive. So you know how many contestants have arrived and how many role plays are already arrived. So there's no panic at the last minute. If someone is getting late, so you can maybe call them up and check whether how long will they take, or if there is any emergency for them to uh, arrive on time. Okay. And then also make sure that necessary changing to appreciation and participation certificates is already done. If someone is missing, or if you have replaced any role player, so that reflects the appreciation certificates as well. Okay. And then we have to verify with the MC, contest chair, and chief judge to reconfirm if everything is order for them to discharge their responsibilities. Now hand over MC, contest chair, and chief judge their folders that we just talked about. And then help MC list out any dignitaries in the room. So it's really important. Most of the time, we've experienced that some dignitaries are in the room and their introduction or acknowledgement is missed. So it is the responsibility of a person who is organizing the contest, or the area director if it is the area, or the division director if it's the division, or in the club president if it's the club, to make sure hand over the list to the MC to acknowledge all of the dignitaries. Now, some other things on the day of the contest I'll talk about. That brief the contestants and Sergeant Arm. Use the briefing script that already shared by the PQ team. Review speech criteria. Review bio sheets that we just talked about. Title and pronunciation and spellings of the names are correct. This is really important. And maybe you can share these in advance with chief judge. So chief judge can also share it with their judges to save the time and understanding of the list of the speakers. Then identify speaker area. So maybe Sergeant Arm or the contest chair can identify the speaking area for the contestants. Review and test the microphone. Again, this is really important. And determine which Sergeant Arm will escort the table topic or the evaluation contestants to the designated area that they have already assigned. And liaison with the chief judge on any contest matters if last minute anything is required. Now, I'd also talk about on the day of the contest what chief judge should have in place. The briefing judges, contest chairs, tally counters, timer, and ballot counters. These should be printed and should be with the chief judge. So chief judge can go ahead and conduct and hand over these ballots and timers sheets to the relevant role players. Then handing out timing record sheets to the timer, as I explained, and handing out ballot forms to the ballots. Hand out judges folders. So each, for example, if the club contest is there, 5 judges are there, or maybe 6 or 7 judges are there. So each judge should have a folder with their printed ballot sheets as well as the eligibility forms. Then hand out or verify the judges' eligibility certificates are signed by the each judge and handed back to the chief judge. The chief judge is responsible for collecting the tiebreaker ballots. So it's really important, as I said, and it is only to be used if required, if needed. Otherwise, it is not used in the tally counter. Okay, now chief judge is responsible for collecting the timing sheet as well, as I mentioned. Now review judge ballots, tabulates the results with the help of ballot counters. Announcements of contest results is really important, and something the adjournment I'll talk a little bit about in the general comments later on. winner's notification is handed over to the concerned authority by the chief judge. For example, if it's the club, then it should be to the president or the VP education. If it's area, then to area director. If it's division, then to division director. So the list is properly handed over. Also, it's really important that this list just does not contain the first three winner. This is the winner notification form. It should contain all the names of the contestant in the sequence how the judges has marked their ballots, and the tally counters have counted their marks. And then hand out the certificate of appreciation to the judges. Of course, it should be by the chief judge. Now let's talk about some general comments that I said I'll talk about. First of all, Sergeant Ram opens the contest and introduces the MC. Then MC introduces the respective contest chair for each category. The contest script is read out, explains the policy of leaving or entering the room during the speech. So this is something really important. So the focus is given to the contestants, and the room is really available in a mode where there's no distractions for the contestants. Now, contest chairs calls the first contest. And then, of course, after each speaker, a minute is kept aside for the judges to mark the ballot. Now, this is really important to understand, and most of the time I've experienced that it is not followed properly. That the thing that I'm going to talk about now, that after the last speaker completes the speech, contest chair has to wait for the chief judge to authorize to proceed further with the contest. So there's no 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballot sheet now. It is for the chief judge to authorize to the contest chair. So this is really important announcement. And after each contest, equally important, that contest chair with the consultation of the chief judge must adjourn the contest. This is mandatory to adjourn the contest. Why? Because the protest can only be launched after cannot be launched after the adjournment. It can only be launched before the contest is adjourned. So this is really important, and I've also experienced many times that the contest is not properly adjourned. So maybe this is something as a contest organizer you should really take care of it. Okay, now a couple of other things that I'd like to talk about while after the contest for the contest chair. While chief judge and ballot counters are verifying ballots and completing their results, so there's some time available. Maybe chief judge need 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 7 minutes, as whatever time they require. During that time, you can just not leave the stage, be on the stage, and maybe interview the contestants. This is something a very good tradition was as a legacy of Toastmaster was there, but most of the time I see that it is not very much in practice these days. So during that time, while the judges are counting the ballots with the ballot counter, interview the contestants, present the certificate of participation at that time, and present the certification of appreciation to the functionaries or the role plays. Now collect the results from the chief judge, introduce the district dignitaries. Also important that this time around you can check which dignitaries are still available in the house or in the room, and then ask if there are any announcements from the chief judge, any announcements if chief judge has any special announcements. And then ask the highest ranking officer to join you up front on the stage while making the announcements of the winners. Then go ahead and announce the winner. And of course, present the trophies if applicable. And after that, vote of thanks for all of the role plays and whoever played their role in making this contest a very smooth experience for everyone, for the contestants and for the attendees equally. Now, also after the contest, send a winner's notification form to the winners. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah. Send the winner's notification form, winner's bios, eligibility form to the director responsible for the next level contest. For example, if it's the club, then president will hand over to the area director or send it to the area director. If it's the area contest, then area director would send the winner notification to the division director and the division director to the district leadership. So the proper notification is handed over. And then, of course, thank all the functionaries for the support. Review the project event or compile the lesson learned for the future use. So if you are doing as the contest manager or contest master, if you're completing your HPL or this DTM project, then you can also incorporate a lesson learned, or even as a regular contest organizer, you can still keep this. This is a very, very important experience to have a lesson learned experience for your future contests or events as well. And then, of course, congratulate yourself for the job well done. So, with that, we come to the conclusion of this contest organizing training. Now, let's open the floor for any questions. If you have any question, you can shoot them either in the comment box, or you can ask, you can raise your hand and ask the question. And distinguished Toastmaster Sujil and myself, we are available to answer any questions. So we have first question by Toastmaster Smruti. Please unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hi, Toastmaster Shakeel. Part of the question I already put up on the chat. What if both President and VPE are taking part in the contest? In regards to the notification, the winner notification, um, I believe if you're
Okay.
at
Yeah,
least
please
what
go
I've
ahead.
understood,
I got
whatever
it.
I've understood is that when one of the XCOM member is taking part in the contest, you're not allowed to take any roles for the contest. I mean,
Okay.
the hosting of the contest. So,
Yeah.
what would you do in that
Okay,
context?
perfect, perfect. So very good question. Thank you very much for asking this question, and I think it will help many of the audience member today to understand. So there are two things. One is, of course, there may be, if the VP Education and the president are participating in a contest, so there may be or must be someone out there who is not participating and is the contest manager or the contest master.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, they will be liaisoning with the chief judge and other role plays and managing all the roles plays, because ultimately, if president and VP education are participating, then they should not be even participating in organizing any other role plays as well. But after the contest is over, since it's over and all of the notification forms are handed over to the president, even the president was the master participant, they can still receive it and forward it to the area director, or if this area, to the division director. And of course, area and division directors are not eligible to participate because they are district leaders, so they're not eligible to participate in the contest. But in the club, this can happen, or otherwise, if the contest master is assigned, the role is assigned, that person can also hand over the winner's notification to the next level leader. I hope that answers your questions.
Awesome. Thank you, Toastmaster Shakeel.
Thank you. Okay, so there is another question from
DJ Shakeel, there is a Toastmaster Nazreen there to support you in managing the questions. So I'll
Okay,
put her
perfect.
spotlight and DTM Sujil as well.
Perfect. Please
Good
go
evening,
ahead,
good evening,
Toastmaster.
I'm available. Yeah. If there is any question, you answer it. If not, I can take it up. Thank you.
Sure, appreciate that. Thank you. So, Toastmaster Nazreen, what's the next question?
Great. Do we want to do the panel or like kick off the panel and then
I think let's
address
go
the question, or
because
go ahead with the questions? Yeah,
distinguished Toastmaster Sujil is actually driving. He's there. If need be, we'll definitely pull him in. So go ahead with the questions. Yeah.
sure. Okay. Okay. What if a contestant wins two or more contest categories? Will they qualify for both?
Okay, so the question is, can a member of two clubs participate and win on behalf of both the clubs? Yes, absolutely. At the club level, they can participate in as many clubs as they want, but at the area level, they have to choose only one area where they want to participate. Whether they win or lose is their experience, but they can only choose one area to participate. I hope that answered the question.
The next question is, I have an inquiry regarding the judges for the club contest. Are we required to approach only those judges who attended this year's judge training, or is it acceptable to invite judges who completed training in previous years as well?
Okay, very good question. I think every year Toastmaster International updates their rules and policies around the contests. And this is one of the reason every year the training is put in place every year by the district leadership for all of the attendees to upgrade themselves with these changes and refresh their understanding around how to conduct the contest, especially as the judge. So ideally, yes, I would highly recommend that all those judges who have attended the most recent training should be approached and given the first opportunity. If not, then maybe we can also incorporate or involve the experienced Toastmasters who have attended the previous training, as long as they have updated themselves with the recent year's contest rule book. Distinguished Toastmaster Sujil, would you like to add something on this particular question?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, DTM Shakeel. I think one more point is that the onus lies also on the chief judge to ensure that when they do the briefing, they ensure that these points are also discussed. Whatever changes in the recent rule book is also. So that will be like a refresher. So that is why we always say the chief judge should brief the judges at length. Every point should be discussed. Yeah. Otherwise, as you said, the first preference should be the recently trained judges. If not, yes, that is what the Toastmasters rulebook also says. Anybody who has been a member, they can. But as always, we say we need to have the best person going forward in the contest. So the best available judges will give us more prudent judging. Thank you, and back to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Another question. Someone is member of two clubs. He wins a contest from one club. Can he compete from the other club in the same category or different categories?
I think we just answered this question that yes, same category or different category at the club level, you can participate as many clubs as you want in the same category as well.
Hello,
Thank
good
you.
evening. This is Jayashri here. Sorry to interrupt. I think my first question was missed. It is, what if a contestant wins two or more contest categories? Will they qualify for both? Like, for example, one person wins in table topics and also in evaluation. Will they qualify for both?
Thank you very much. So if it's a different category, of course, they can participate in different areas on each category that they have won the contest. But in same category, only one area.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can one contest chair be contest chair for two speech segments? Example, evaluation and humor.
Okay. Ideally, if I mean, of course, we have many experienced Toastmasters or club members within the club. If there's a club contest or area contest, so why not give this opportunity to many other members to experience it? But of course, if which is a very unlikely case that if there's no volunteer available, then of course one person can also conduct it. But why not expand the opportunity and extend this opportunity to as many members as possible? Thank you.
Great. Can the district provide sufficient budget for the area contests?
Okay, so this question is already been discussed in the district council as well as district excom, and already been approved. So I think this has already been addressed. Yes, next question.
Superb.
Can I ask one, please?
Sorry to interrupt. That question was from my side, DTM Shakeel, and I'm on the phone and I don't have a provision to put a thumb. That's why I put it in the chat. So if the amount is decided, can you please let me know later what can be the budget for
Sure.
the
You can
participants?
even check your email, the minutes of the meeting of the last council meeting, district council meeting. You'll find
Okay.
all the details there. I'll definitely connect with you later on as well. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we have Toastmaster Vandana.
Yes, I think
You want to?
my question was also missed in the chat. So, does the contest manager or the contest master, it's the same thing, I'm presuming. Does this person have to be from outside the club, or it can be someone from within the club?
Very good question. Thank you very much. So they're not the same person. The contest chair is someone who conduct the particular category of the contest and invite the contestants on the stage, while also brief the contestants and do the draft lot. So contest chair is a different role. The contest manager or the contest master is a very different role, which I just elaborate. It is for anyone who would want to complete their or maybe they want to experience how to organize the contest. They can do this, or they can also get a credit of their high performance leadership project or the DTM project. This is optional, not required.
DTM
No,
Shakeel, can I add something? Can I add
Yes,
something on?
yes, distinguished Toastmaster Jill, please go
Okay,
ahead.
thank you. Toastmaster Mandana. Okay, a contest master or a contest, it is basically a person organizing the event. You, by taking up that role, you will be learning the event management side of things, like arranging the food, arranging the venue, arranging the role players. All those things comes under the purview of the contest manager. Okay, so you are the chief organizer of the event. Now, let us come to the contest chair. Contest chair is the person who gets onto the stage and conducts that particular segment of the contest. Maybe a contest chair can be for international contest. So at the start of the contest, he gets onto the stage, finishes the contest, he's off. That's it. That role is confined to that particular segment. That is a contest chair, running a particular segment of the contest, while the contest manager is in charge of every aspect of things. Hope you understood that. And he can be within the club, he can be anybody. However, if we don't promote our people within our club, who is going to promote our members? So the first preference should be somebody within the club, or if you want somebody else, no worries in it. We are Toastmasters, and we know we follow our core value: respect, integrity, service, excellence. Yeah. Thank you very much.
yes.
Perfect. Okay.
We do have
Another
a couple of questions which was similar and has been addressed already about members being a part of two different clubs, wins both, loses one, wins one, which you have
Okay.
addressed already.
Appreciate that.
And
So maybe you
then,
can go ahead and read the contest rule book. You'll understand more as the question is already addressed. Thank you.
yeah.
Next.
And one question about minimum number of judges, and I see a couple of them have already responded in chat. Minimum 5
Yeah.
required for club, 7 for area, and more than 7 for district.
Okay. So
that
5 for the club and area and 7 for the division, ideally. But of course, this is the minimum requirement. If you can arrange more clubs, so it's best, because it'll create a environment where more transparency and fairness will be in place.
The team Shakeel, I have a question actually. I wrote in the chat box, probably it is missed. The question is, if someone has won the contest from one club in one category, but he participates from the other club and loses there, so what will be his fate? He will be considered successful for the next level, or he will lose?
So, if he won the contest in one club, of course he can or she can proceed to the area from that particular club.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Those are the questions in chat, and I see there is one person with hands up and there is no name. It's iPhone. Do you want to unmute and ask your question? Whoever has iPhone as the name? No question from
Okay.
that person. So I think we are done with the Q&A or chats.
Perfect. Okay, so this is really amazing. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming together and attending this contest. I'm really excited that this was a very high number. That goes to shows that all of the leadership of our district and the members of our district, they really want to come up and understand and learn more and provide the best experience for their members. So huge round of applause for everyone who attended this contest. And I'm sure all the understanding of today's detail are helpful. If you require any more questions or understanding, you can always approach district leaders, program quality team, or myself. We are available 24/7. And also, we have shared two documents. One is the contest kit that we've already shared. One more document PDF file we will share of the presentation today that we have conducted. So these two documents will be shared in the all the official WhatsApp channels of the district for everyone to learn and understand more. With that, may I request Toastmaster for go ahead with the vote of thanks for all of the uh, um, role plays who made this training possible. Can I request to display the appreciation certificates? So this is really important that we acknowledge those who helped us conduct this session for everyone to gain knowledge and understanding. Okay, so first one, okay. For me, thank you very much that I'm handing over this to me. Appreciate that. The next one, please. Distinguished Toastmaster Sujil, really appreciate for your knowledge and wisdom and guidance, always there for us as the district leader. So we really appreciate your part there. Thank you very much. Next one. And we really was highly appreciate Toastmaster Dania Zahra from Lebanon, which is a very much part of District 1 to 7 for coming together and helping us conduct this training session. Please give her a huge round of applause. She's taken a lot of time, preparation, and of course, helping us conduct as the Sergeant at Arms today. So appreciate Toastmaster Dania all the way from Lebanon. Thank you. The next one. And of course, Toastmaster Shweta, who helped us conduct as the master of the ceremony, MC. Really appreciate your help and understanding and inviting the role plays on the stage. Thank you very much for your service today. Appreciate that. Next one is, of course, Toastmaster Nazreen Hamza, who really helped us conduct the question and answer session in a manner that really helped all of the members in understanding in clarity with all of the questions and answer. So really appreciate that. And of course, Toastmaster Preeti Gupta for your support and understanding conducting this session really well. Really appreciate that as well. Thank you very much. And with that, I think we have one really important person, our learning and engagement chair of program quality, distinguished Toastmaster Umar, who was behind the scene in the background helping us conduct this segment. Please give him a huge round of applause. Thank you. And of course, with that, I will open the floor to distinguished Toastmaster Sujil to give us his last closing remarks for this session. Thank you very much. And from my side, thank you very much, everyone. Take care. And back to distinguished Toastmaster Sujil. Okay, I think he's still not able to connect. Distinguished Toastmaster Sujil, you there? Okay, probably we conclude with this because I think he's still driving, so we don't want to harm or put him into any danger. So with that, thank you very much. And
Good
we'll
evening.
oh,
Good
there
evening,
you
Team
are.
Shakeel.
He's there.
Okay.
Thank you, please. Yeah.
Well, it was a wonderful session. I think a lot of insights. Thank you, PQ team, and thank you, DTM Shakeel, for the wonderful way you have conducted it. Well, I think this is where we have to do the way we have to do it is keep learning, keep inspiring members so that everyone in the district, whatever their aspirations are, we ensure that we meet their aspirations. Definitely, thank you very much, and hoping we will have a wonderful contest season. And thank you all the role players for their wonderful support. So let us keep marching forward. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you once again, DTM Shakeel and team. Thank you.
DTM Shakeel, I just had one question though.
Okay, please. While people are leaving, you can go ahead and shoot your question.
Sure. In regards to the guest speaker for the evalu or the mystery speaker for the